immense. The work Swamiji has done is just immense. What we are sharing with you is honestly like very, very minimal, like maybe less than 1% of the actual elaborate history that has been revived by Swamiji of this people. If any of you have any doubt at any point in time, feel free to ask, and we will be able to help you understand things better in case you have any doubt. So basically, this functional immunity means for any head of the state, they are not required to appear for prosecution, to appear in court or anything. So, and this is a privilege not anyone else can get, but only the head of the state, presidents, prime ministers, kings can get. So this was the same functional immunity that the government order in 1880 had given to the Guru Maha Sannidhanam of Shamala Pita Sarvanya Pitam, Madurai at that time, from personal appearance to the courts. You all can see it here. There is a Tamil version and the English translation as well. Hope all of you are able to see this. So this was given as sorry, are all of you able to hear me clearly? See, this was given, this immunity was given because the Shamala Pita Sarvanya Pitam was considered as the papal state. It was these for the coronated pontiffs were the ones who ruled over the whole temple. All right. And not just that, the British conferred the title Rao Bahadur to the rulers of this kingdom, and this Rao Bahadur title was given to the 289th pontiff of Shamala Pita Sarvanya Pitam, recognizing the status of Guru Maha Sannidhanam as the rulers of the kingdom of Madurai by the British. And the British also accorded the head of the state, the head of Shamala Pita Sarvanya Pitam, the protection equivalent to the head of state while traveling to other states back. For example, in 1827, a ruling by magistrate R. Peter, a British person, a British magistrate, when the Guru Maha Sannidhanam was assured protection while traveling from Salem to Coimbatore. These are places in modern day southern India, Tamil Nadu, specifically in this region. And so he was given that protection, the same protection that any head of the state would get. Now let's understand this history a little more. Like how all the Hindu kingdoms have faced persecution, this kingdom also faced a lot of persecution. We shared with you how the whole kingdom of Madurai, the Shamala Pita Sarvanya Pitam, existed, how it was revived, and how Devi Meenakshi ruled, how it was revived by Tirumana Sambandham, and how everyone, like pontiffs of Shamala Pita Sarvanya Pitam, were the main head of the state itself, and they were the ones who were actually ruling. But in 1311 CE, an estimated $233 billion worth of gold was looted by the Mughal rulers. Understand? In like all the Hindu temple towns, the genocide of Hindus in Madurai constitutes some of the shocking crimes against humanity that took place during the medieval era, resulting in significant loss of life, immense financial damage to temple treasuries, and this tragedy was driven by religious intolerance, leading to the destruction of numerous temples and theft of billions of dollars from the temple treasuries. And for example, this is not just what happened in 1311 CE alone, where the Mughal invaders had come in. Malik Kafur had brutally invaded and stole actually the whole Madurai temple that we see today, such a beautiful temple, had fully been covered with gold in multiple places. Imagine 233 billion US dollars worth of gold was looted away. And not just that, a lot of damage was being done to the temple. And in 2022, 1 billion USD worth of gold offerings were stolen and melted from the Hindu temples. It was from the Madurai temples, so much worth of gold, so much wealth was looted away. The British colonial government sought ways to dispossess Hindus of their wealth and property until 1865. This world-famous Meenakshi Amman temple in Madurai and the Ramanatha Swami temple in Rameshwaram were under the direct administration of Madurai Aadheenam. Understand? Not just the Madurai temple, even the Rameshwaram temple, which is in the southernmost tip of modern day India, even that Rameshwaram temple was also under the direct administration of the Madurai Aadheenam, the Shamala Peeta Sarvanyam, the pontiffs of Shamala Peeta Sarvanyam. And this was until the 1865. Both temples are ancient Hindu heritage and an essential part of the kingdom of Shamala Peeta Sarvanyam. In 1865, both of them were brought under the British control, and upon the independence of modern day India, this was handed over to the state government of Tamil Nadu. And not just that, after it was handed over, a lot of wealth and many of the important things that was there in the temple were lifted away.
Actually, the temple that exists right now, a large parts of these were built by the rebuilt back by the Vijayanagara Empire by King Krishnadevaraya and his predecessor and successors both. Multiple parts of these temples were rebuilt because due to persistent invasions, and especially because of the wealth, because of the way this entire civilization was revived, and the way the glory and opulence of this civilization attracted various different invaders from around the world. And there were persistent attacks in which large parts of the temple, the deities, the gurukuls, library, all the different parts or components of the ecosystem was entirely destroyed, looted, and all the Hindus were massacred.
When in 1311 CE, the Islamic invasion had happened, where Malik Kafur, with a record of 293rd Guru Mahasanidhanam, 293 Guru Mahasanidhanams, the Madurai Aadheenam and the Madurai Kingdom have weathered many of these tests. The Mughal invasion brought an onslaught of barbarity, which the Hindu civilization had yet to see. Madurai faced numerous invasions, where the city was plundered and the citizens brutally subjugated. Malik Kafur invaded Madurai in his southern campaign and plundered the city. His army was ruthlessly raping women, slaughtering people. And Ziauddin Baran, a writer at that time, he records how Malik Kafur took wealth in sacks and sacks of gold and boxes of jewels at the point of sword. And it is said that the Pandyan rulers agreed to give away his entire treasury, all the elephants, just for them to leave Meenakshi Amman temple as it is. Just for that, the main kings gave away their entire treasury to these looters, brutal Holocaust, the demons, the Mughal Empire, the whole Islamic invasion that happened, Malik Kafur and this entire brutal campaign that happened. Even after Malik Kafur left from Tamil Nadu with the looted wealth in 1311, the Tamil nation lay devastated and demoralized. From that time till now, never we were able to recover fully and achieve the past glory. Well, but understand, from that time till now, the historic division of Tamil Nadu into 3 dynastic rules of Cheras, Cholas, and Pandyas was no more from that time. We were not able to recover from that. After the Muslim invasion was a horrifying, brutal British occupation, which was cruel in a different way. They induced artificial famines and starved the people regularly, and the Hindu people no longer were able to enjoy sovereignty. Many of the British era policies set the precedence for the acts which the secular Indian government later passed, legalizing the state interference into the religious and financial matters of temple monasteries. This started from the time the British had occupied. And in 1870, the colonial government of India enacted the Madrasas regulation and the nationalized temples of minority Hindu sects, taking control over their wealth and assets. So, understand, actually, even after the Mughal invasion happened, and even after facing a lot of persecution, we just mentioned about the Islamic invasion, but there are records of this happening in detail. If you want to know more about this invasion and what had happened, you can definitely refer to the United States of Kailasa history book, which with a lot of effort, research, and immense hard work, Swamiji has compiled his whole history with detailed references of the same. Take a few minutes. I request all of you to go ahead and visit this book. You can go ahead and read this book, the United States of Kailasa book, the history book, which has this whole history recorded in detail, and which also shows each one of these, like when the whole Guru Parampara that we have shared, every single one of these are referred to in that itself. I request all the participants to go ahead and do check it out. Now let's understand about, despite all this attacks that had happened, the Guru Parampara, the unbroken Guru Parampara, unbroken lineage, Anavachinna Guru Parampara of the Shamala Pita Sarvagyapitam, the Kailasona, the Shamala Pita Sarvagyapitam, which holds 4,000 plus recorded history.
And it is the Guru Parampara which is unbroken. Avichinna Guru Parampara. It is this Guru Parampara, the lineage of various enlightened masters and incarnations who held this entire civilization, revived this entire civilization again and again and again. It started with Sundareshwara Paramashiva in 11,000 BC, and it continued with Kapila Maharishi, who is also an incarnation of Paramashiva, and he is reviver of the Mahanirvani Akhada, an organizer of all the Akhadas. Actually, even for the Mahanirvani Akhada, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Swamiji, is the current reigning emperor, and it continued with Devi Meenakshi, incarnation of Adishakti, Devi Parashakti herself, in the 3000 BC. And after that, as the 177th Guru Mahasanidhanam Pontiff of this lineage is Adi Shankaracharya. Adi Shankaracharya is yet again another reviver of the Hinduism and organized Hinduism. He is an incarnation of Paramashiva. And after Adi Shankaracharya, as the 203rd Guru Mahasanidhanam was Sri Shrikanta Shivacharya, And 214th Guru Mahasannidhanam was Tirujnana Sambandhar. And 288th Guru Mahasannidhanam was Sri Arumuga Sri Jnanasambandha Deshika Paramacharya Swamigal. And this lineage has continued ever since, unbroken. And the 289th Guru Mahasannidhanam was Sri Rao Bahadur Sri Swaminatha Jnanasambandha Deshika Paramacharya Swamigal. And it was him who was ruling the entire Madurai kingdom. In the year 1905, it was to him that the Britishers restored the right, the immunity that we all just listened to some time back. And 290th Guru Mahasannidhanam is Sri Swaminatha Sri Jnanasambandha Deshika Swamigal, who ruled between 1905 to 1953. And 291st Guru Mahasannidhanam was Sri Somasundara Sri Jnanasambandha Deshika Paramacharya Swamigal, who continued from 1953. And the 292nd Guru Mahasannidhanam, the Paramaguru, was Sri Arunagirinathar Sri Jnanasambandha Deshika Paramacharya Swamigal. And it is to him that Paramashiva himself appeared in his vision and said he has Paramashiva and Paramashiva Shakti, Devi Meenakshi Paramashiva Shakti themselves guided the Guru Mahasannidhanam to Swamiji, to coronate Swamiji as the current reigning emperor, the current supreme pontiff of Kailasonata Shyamala Pita Sarvajna Pitam. The very word Kailasonata, Kailasa Unnata means the best of Kailasa. After centuries of destruction, persecution, relentless attack, on the 27th of April 2012, in a landmark event in the history of Hinduism, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, BHAGAVAN SRI NITHYANANDA PARAMASHIVAM Swamiji, was coronated as the 293rd Pontiff of Shyamala Pita Sarvajna Pitam. Actually, the 292nd Guru Mahasannidhanam, who knew Swamiji very well for many years, he himself came with Swamiji and shared with Swamiji that he received a divine mandate from Devi Meenakshi and Sundareshwara Paramashiva themselves. Actually had an elaborate vision and a mandate from both Meenakshi and Sundareshwara Paramashiva to crown Swamiji as his next successor. To execute this divine order at once, he offered Swamiji the silver symbol. The symbol means the ruling staff. This ruling staff was offered to Swamiji, and Swamiji was coronated, and to symbolize that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was officially chosen as the next successor of the kingdom of Shyamala Pita Sarvajna Pitam. And within a month, the legal and the functional arrangements were made. And as a result, the change in the course of history was very masterfully orchestrated for the lineage that started with Paramashiva and Meenakshi. Actually, whenever there was a decline in this, whenever the Shaiva Sampradaya, there was persecution, and whenever it was in decline, time and again, Paramashiva himself incarnated in this great lineage. First, it started with Paramashiva, Devi Meenakshi, Paramashiva Shakti, and then again, time and again, whenever there was a decline in this civilization, various incarnations descended, like Jnanasambandha, Adi Shankaracharya, and so again, this time, Paramashiva and Paramashiva Shakti have incarnated together as one form, as a supreme pontiff of Hinduism, reviving the Shaiva Sampradaya once again. Here you all can see on the 27th of April 2012, this is the exact moment where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated, actually the 292nd Pontiff of Shyamala Pita Sarvajna Pitam, ritualistically anointed the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as his successor by conferring the silver symbol, the staff that you're seeing, that is in the picture which is being handed over. This is the exact moment where the Swamiji was coronated as the successor and conferred with the silver symbol, the ruling staff, and that was traditionally used by the sovereigns of the Pandya dynasty.
Actually, Swamiji had, like as she was sharing, the 292nd Pontiff, he had a direct vision, cosmic vision of Devi Meenakshi, where she said that she herself was come down as Swamiji, and right after that, following that itself, he had comes to coronate Swamiji, there's a small clipping where he says how, he talks about Swamiji. We have one in Tamil where he actually tells about the whole vision, and we now are going to also share one how he said how he found Swamiji as to be the successor, and then we will also show you all the whole coronation ceremony that had taken place.
Disciples, the delegates, the head of the branches of all Dhyana Pidams in various centers in Tamil Nadu and India. We are very glad and proud that we were finding out a successor should be appointed for a long time. But as far as Madurai Aadheenam is concerned, the 291st Guru Maha Sannidhanam, the 290th Guru Maha Sannidhanam, the 289th Guru Maha Sannidhanam, all were genius and sages and saints. Therefore, we thought we had a great mind that our successor should be a genius and a saint and saint. So according to the great grace of the Almighty Lord Shiva and Parvati Devi, God has given a very powerful, youngest youth and a vital person for my successor. It is a noble gift of Lord Shiva.
देवदेवोत्तम दीन संरक्षक देवदेवोत्तम दीन संरक्षक देवदेवोत्तम दीन संरक्षक देवदेवोत्तम दीन संरक्षक देवादिदेवा नित्यानन्दा देवादिदेवा नित्यानन्दा देवादिदेवा नित्यानन्दा देवादिदेवा नित्यानन्दा श्री नित्यानन्दा कृपामया श्री नित्यानन्दा कृपामया श्री नित्यानन्दा कृपामया श्री नित्यानन्दा कृपामया पतितोद्धारा पापविदूरा पतितोद्धारा देवदेवोत्तम दीन संरक्षक देवदेवोत्तम दीन संरक्षक देवदेवोत्तम दीन संरक्षक देवदेवोत्तम दीन संरक्षक देवादिदेवा नित्यानन्दा देवादिदेवा नित्यानन्दा देवादिदेवा नित्यानन्दा देवादिदेवा नित्यानन्दा श्री नित्यानन्दा कृपामया श्री नित्यानन्दा कृपामया श्री नित्यानन्दा कृपामया श्री नित्यानन्दा कृपामया